What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Big Fight Fuel channel, where we speak the truth, we're honest, and we give our takes on professional wrestling. It is Friday night, March 8th, 2023, and we're talking about the ending of tonight's episode of SmackDown. This was a very filler episode of SmackDown tonight. Nothing of importance until 9:30. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about this segment. We're going to talk about the tag team match made official. And we are 29 days away at recording until WrestleMania 40. I'm so damn excited. The build for WrestleMania this year has been out of this world, in my opinion. And I can't wait to see what the other matches are, but the build for this match and everything surrounding the Bloodline going into WrestleMania has been stellar. It has been stellar with Roman Reigns, The Rock. I didn't really like last week's. I didn't really like the 40-minute segment that much. I thought the segment on Monday was from Cody and Seth. But besides those two segments, I think everything else has been really damn good. From Cody, Seth, the Bloodline, all parties involved in this storyline. And tonight was the first time that these four guys were in the same segment with each other since the press conference went down in Las Vegas. We're going to talk about it all tonight. I'm not going to be too long. I have a flight tomorrow morning to Orlando, Florida. I'm on spring break, which is great, and I am going away for a couple days to be in Florida, go down to Clearwater next week to go watch some Phillies and just hang out on the beach and stuff like that. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to watch this week coming up. I know I usually catch up. It's hit or miss with Collisions, with like when I watch it or not. I'll probably check highlights when I'm chilling in my hotel. Monday night, won't be able to watch Raw. Tuesday night, won't watch NXT. Wednesday night, we'll be watching Big Business. And then I'm home on Friday. So we'll do another video next Friday talking about SmackDown, anything coming out with importance of SmackDown. But next week is going to be a very light schedule. The only video I'm committed to doing next week is Wednesday night for Big Business. But without further ado, let's get into this segment. The Rock, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. See, the problem with last week's segment was it went way too long, and WWE had to cut entrances. Naomi got a jobber entrance. Tiffany Stratton barely got an entrance herself. There were squash matches. That match went 3 minutes. Braun Breaker's match went 20 seconds. There were some very quick matches on a 2-hour wrestling show. So I really didn't like that as much. And then this week, they ran out of time. They didn't have enough time to finish the segment. I don't know if that was done by design or not, but I loved the ending. And what was accomplished of this segment was, here's what I got. Here's what I got coming out of this segment. Is Seth Rollins was made to look really good tonight. And thank God he did. Because throughout the process of the build for this match, he's looked like a clown. He stood in the background, and Roman Reigns buried his championship and he was a background player at the press conference, and he was being very pleady with Cody and please let me be your tag team partner and all this shit. Please let me be the Shield. And he's made to look like an absolute clown throughout this build. Tonight, he looked great. Tonight, they made Seth Rollins look great in this segment, and that's a big. I like that a lot because he's been booked like a geek throughout this feud. Cody Rhodes looked like a geek until he slaps The Rock. So a month ago, The Rock slapped him, and tonight, Cody Rhodes slaps The Rock. So I'm glad that, Cody Rhodes got his payback by slapping The Rock. And then Roman Reigns did nothing. He stood there in that segment. He had one little line to say about Cody Rhodes, and that was it. Roman Reigns looked like Solo standing next to The Rock. So, we're going to get to this point. Cody and Seth are coming out. They're coming out through the crowd. They go to commercial break. We go to commercial break. We come back from commercial break. And it's just those four guys standing in the ring. And you got all these people standing at ringside. So you got security guards, about 10 of them. Paul Heyman, Jimmy Uso, and Solo, all standing at ringside. Not in the ring. Cody was the first to speak. Cody didn't really speak much. He talked about what The Rock said last week and how he's going to finish his story. And The Rock cut him off before he said, before you say anything stupid, I'm going to cut you off. And I'm going to display the rules for you one more time so that you can decide your fate at WrestleMania. So he says, at WrestleMania, if you accept this challenge and you and your clown emoji friend Seth Rollins win, then you are free of the Bloodline for your Universal Championship match, and your story, your chance of completing your story is still up in the air. You still have a chance to complete your story if you and Seth Rollins win on Saturday night. But if The Rock and Roman Reigns win, then it's Bloodline rules. Anything goes. All members of the Bloodline can be on the outside of the ring. So I don't know if that means anything goes match or what, but that's what I'm guessing. I hope he doesn't mean like, the Bloodline's just going to stand out there and he's going to watch the match. Anything goes means anything goes, that you can use weapons and you can use chairs and trash cans and tables and thumbtacks and all this shit. Seth Rollins then gets in Dwayne's face, and he tells Dwayne to shut up. And before this, I was actually baffled by this. This Dallas crowd, this weird crowd in Dallas tonight, started chanting diarrhea. And I thought, with how badly The Rock buried this guy in his video last week, Seth Rollins had a very weak comeback on Monday night, calling him Diarrhea Dwayne. And tonight, diarrhea was over in Dallas. It was not on my bingo card tonight whatsoever. But diarrhea was over. And Seth Rollins tells him, when are you going to stop? We know the rules for this match, and we also know that it's not your time. Your time is up, and we're damn sure Not going to let you take our time. So, and he says, so you want your challenge for WrestleMania? We accept. Now, I'm sure that this will be talked about on the internet throughout the weekend. That it was not Cody Rhodes who accepted the tag team match. It was Seth Rollins who accepted the tag team match. And people on social media have been thinking that Seth Rollins is going to turn on Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, which makes absolutely that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, because the accomplishment is Cody winning the championship. Now, could Seth Rollins turn on Cody on Raw after WrestleMania? Sure. I don't think you should turn Seth Rollins into a heel. Seth Rollins is still very over with the WWE Universe, with the fans. I don't think it's a good idea. But could they do it? Sure they can. But it wouldn't make sense at WrestleMania. It wouldn't make sense for Seth Rollins to cost Cody Rhodes this match against Roman Reigns. Because if he does, we have an issue. We cannot have another year of Roman Reigns as the champion. We just can't. We can't have another year of Paul Heyman being like Call Roman Reigns. When Roman Reigns is off television from WrestleMania until SummerSlam. We can't have that. You are doing your roster a disservice if Cody Rhodes does not win at WrestleMania. It'll be a malpractice if Cody Rhodes does not win at WrestleMania. Now let's talk about this match. Roman Reigns and The Rock versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Who's winning this match? It feels like no one can take a loss in this match. If it was up to me, I'd have Dwayne lose. But that's not going to happen. That's not what makes sense for this storyline. And for this storyline to work, and to make Cody Rhodes' big moment even bigger, then on night one, Roman Reigns and The Rock have to win this tag team match. Because this wouldn't have the same feeling if Cody Rhodes didn't conquer the entire Bloodline. So Rock and Roman Reigns need to win this tag team match on night one of WrestleMania. Now, who takes the pin? I wouldn't make it Cody Rhodes, and more than likely Seth Rollins is going to lose on night two against Drew McIntyre. So you could do a deal where Drew McIntyre costs Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes this tag team match. I don't know if you want to get Drew McIntyre involved with this. I mean, he kind of is. He's been saying how if you accept this match, it's going to ruin our match at WrestleMania because we're going to have bloodline interference in our match at WrestleMania. So I could see Drew McIntyre playing a role in this match. Not definite, but I could see it. It's a way to protect Seth Rollins going into night two. In fact, that might be the way to go. Because you would make yourself stupid if Cody Rhodes takes the pin in this match and he has a loss the night before he wrestles Roman Reigns for the undisputed Universal Championship. Seems like The Rock's not going to take the loss. Seems like that's not going to happen. And Roman Reigns is not losing. He's not losing until the second night. So, there you go. I thought the segment was good, and they've done better. I thought the press conference was much better than this. Quite frankly, they didn't have enough time. And I don't know if that was done by design, but those entrances took way too long, and that's what I feel like was the cloud hanging over their heads in this segment, was their entrances took way too long, and they kind of, maybe there's an extended version that's going to be posted on YouTube. I don't know, but it's exciting. And also, before SmackDown came on the air, there was a report by WrestleVotes that there's a possibility that there's a segment that we're getting a rock concert next week, and SmackDown so happens to be in Memphis, Tennessee, the Music City. That's Nashville. I'm so sorry. Nashville's the Music City. But that would be the perfect location for a rock concert. That almost makes too much sense. So if they could announce it. I'm shocked they didn't mention anything about it tonight. But, that's the news that broke according to WrestleVotes, that there's a possibility that we're getting a rock concert next week in Memphis, Tennessee. But that's my thoughts on this segment tonight. We now have 5 matches official for WrestleMania, with a 6th for sure coming on Monday, as we have a gauntlet match to provide the number 1 contender for Gunther's Intercontinental Championship. We have Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bronson Reed, JD McDonough, and Ricochet. No one stands a chance of that match besides Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. And if it comes down to those two, I don't care who wins. I'm fine with either guy facing Gunther at WrestleMania. But for right now, WrestleMania 40, we have Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Championship, Bayley versus Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship, Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship, Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, and confirmed tonight, and probably going to be your main event on Night 1's WrestleMania, The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Those are your matches right now. So I'm getting out of here. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Fuel channel. Again, very light schedule next week. I'm going to be in Florida for a couple days, so my next video is going to be Wednesday, reviewing Big Business. And I'm not going to give out spoilers, but from Collision, but we got a really nice 6-man tag set up for Big Business, which I'm excited about. And the card is stacked. That card is stacked for Big Business. And we're going to review that Wednesday night. All right? Subscribe. Comment down below. Hit the like button if you liked your heard from me. Follow me on Twitter. Colin_Joseph. You guys know the role. You guys know the deal. I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good night. Stay safe. And as always, stay classy. And I'm out. Peace. I'm out.